The renewal of Sechnik with Football Club Barcelona until the year 2027 has just been announced a few minutes ago. In my opinion, this is perfect news because I think Barça needs a reliable goalkeeper like Sechnik. A backup goalkeeper, as Barça might use two goalkeepers during the season, one in La Liga, one in the Copa, and one in the Champions League. I don't know how they're going to do it in the end, but I think always having a reliable starting goalkeeper like Joan García and having a backup goalkeeper like the good Szczesny, I think is vital. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, Barca's goalkeeper and captain, disagrees with this, which is where the problem lies. He never has. He has never wanted a goalkeeper by his side who would compete with him. It happened with Claudio Bravo. He said that if he had a goalkeeper competing with him, he would leave Barça. This has started to change, especially after the German's injury. Everything seems different now, as his performance level appears to have declined. It's true that he was coming back from an injury in the last league matches, that he was returning once he had recovered. But yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. We saw that there wasn't much decisiveness. There wasn't much security. Let's put it that way. From Ter Stegen in his recent matches with Football Club Barcelona. One of the things we have to talk about in this video precisely is that should Ter Stegen stay or should he leave? The Barça captain. Who should start in goal for Football Club Barcelona next season? Does Flick believe Ter Stegen can compete with Joan Garcia for the position? In this Barça Hoy video, we'll discuss whether Ter Stegen really doesn't want competition. Like and subscribe to the channel. This video is fully up to date. As I just mentioned, it was recently reported that Sechnik, the good guy, has extended his contract through 2027. Welcome everyone to this video about a topic we've been discussing on the channel for some time, and it's causing quite a stir. Sechnik's contract renewal was expected to be challenging due to complications that had arisen. After all, they've signed goalkeeper Joan Garcia, and now they must decide what to do with the goalkeeper who's been starting for the past few years. I think it's clear. I think Barça... The transfer market is progressing rapidly, though it's still early. We're proceeding as expected. I think a goalkeeper from the youth academy is going to stay. I don't know if it'll be the good Jakobisvili. I don't know who it'll be, but that's the situation. Today, Szczesny renews, and the good Ter Stegen seems to be on his way out. Let's talk, as I want your opinion. Did you see the thumbnail yet? In my opinion, it's obvious that Szczesny has renewed his contract, so Ter Stegen should be the goalkeeper who departs. Joan Garcia, there's no doubt about it, though you might have some doubts. But I think there's no doubt that the goalkeeper for Football Club Barcelona has to be called Joan Garcia. We've already seen it. I think it's not just because of what we saw last year with Espanyol. A goalkeeper who saved Espanyol from relegation with great saves. Well, I think he has been the best goalkeeper in the league. Actually, one of the best goalkeepers in the league. No, the Zamora, obviously, because, of course, if you play for a team like Espanyol, which was almost relegated, obviously you're not going to win the Zamora trophy. But be cautious of Joan Garcia, as he is a very young goalkeeper. We also discussed Ter Stegen, a 34-year-old goalkeeper with injury concerns. Let me tell you, there are excellent goalkeepers in the elite, like Jan Sommer, the Inter goalkeeper who seems incredible to me. And that's it, 36, 37 years old. Goalkeepers who are older. Because, of course, in the end, it's not the same as being a midfielder or a winger. Your body needs to be more physically prepared. We've seen excellent goalkeepers playing at 36, 37, and even 38 years old. You don't need to search far for examples. The good old Szczesny, for example, who was already retired. And then he comes back and has an amazing season. And Barça will look, in the end, league champion, cup champion, super cup champion. Ultimately, I believe what raised the most doubts at Barça, whether it's in the board, the staff, or even Flick himself. I think it's the injuries he's had. That's clear. These aren't ankle injuries. It's not like you had a sprain and recover in 2 weeks. No, gentlemen, he's been out for many games. Ter Stegen, personally, I have absolutely nothing. Adri has absolutely nothing either against Ter Stegen. We're looking out for Barca's future. Signing Joan Garcia initially seemed absolutely crazy. People asked us, why do you want to get rid of Ter Stegen? I don't want to get rid of Ter Stegen, guys, but I'm thinking that next year I want to win everything. Barça narrowly missed winning the Champions League this year, making it to the semifinals and coming very close to claiming the title. Next year, we have to improve the team. I think with the signing of Joan Garcia, a great job has already been done, but the good Ter Stegen has to go. We should prioritize the team's well-being, not because Adri or I say so, but for the sake of the team. When discussing health, it's obvious that an injury like Ter Stegen's doesn't ensure the goalkeeper will remain fit throughout the season. It's clear. We even noticed instances last season after Ter Stegen's return where his knee appeared to be slightly unstable. there was an incredible play that I remember right now, and honestly, it gives me chills. There's no certainty with Ter Stegen. Is he a good goalkeeper? If he joins another team, he could become a crucial goalkeeper. I have no doubt about it. I swear to you. I have nothing against Ter Stegen, but for Football Club Barcelona, there's no better goalkeeper than Joan Garcia. At 25 million euros, it's the summer's best deal, the world's top goalkeeper. In time, we'll discuss it and see. And then, on the other hand, we have another option. Another reason why Ter Stegen has to leave. One of the main reasons is that he has a very high salary. This could allow Barça to free up a lot of wage budget. What does this mean? Well, of course, to attract a great player, like for example, Luis Diaz, who we don't know if he will go to Bayern or be sold to Barça. Nothing is known yet, but now they're saying that maybe Bayern has gotten involved in that signing. They can pay up to 80 million, which we'll discuss in another video. To me, paying 80 million euros for Luis Diaz seems crazy. I wouldn't pay that much. Circling back to Ter Stegen, we're saying that this would significantly free up salary cap space. Also be careful because the renewal that they say is almost done. Also at a lower salary for Frenkie de Jong is also bringing great relief to Football Club Barcelona, to their finances, and as I said, to keep, of course, bringing in players to improve the team. It's not just a sporting issue, but also a financial one. However, I focused mainly on the sporting aspect, as many doubted us in that regard. Hey, but why? What has Ter Stegen done wrong? He hasn't done anything wrong at all, guys. Hey, I'll say it again. I know a lot of people are going to tell me, and honestly, I'd love for everyone to write in the comments, hey, I want Ter Stegen to leave. Well, look, I don't agree with you, because I prefer Szczesny to be the starting goalkeeper. Leave whatever you want, leave it in the comments, because I'm going to read absolutely everything. Before we end this video, I have one last thing to tell you. Is there something that happened in the last few matches of the last season? Ter Stegen was coming back from injury, and it seems there was a conversation between Hansi Flick and good old Ter Stegen. It seems that Ter wasn't very happy with good old Sechnik remaining the starting player, when he apparently was already fully fit and completely recovered to be Barca's starting goalkeeper. Honestly, this is just my opinion. I believe that no one has any reason to question the coach's decision. Especially a coach like Hansi Flick, who has everything very clear. A coach like Flick, who knows perfectly well at all times which player is the most optimal, the most prepared to be in each match. And this is what I think has created a bit of confusion, has created a bit of insecurity. In what is the Barca environment? What is the board? What is Flick's staff and Flick himself? Because they absolutely didn't like it at all. That the good Ter Stegen got angry after all. And could that tantrum end up costing him his place at Barca? I'll say it again. Sechnik's contract renewal, along with the signing of Joan García, seems noteworthy. It just seems like they're blowing up the exit of the German goalkeeper, Marc-André Ter Stegen, who looks like he'll have to find a new team in a few weeks because he'll have to play in the World Cup. 2026 with Germany? As I mentioned, if he wants to play, he must find a team where he can start, as it's unlikely to happen at Barca. That was all Barca yesterday. Today, always,